Hello friends, welcome to all. Today is our first lecture on digital fundamental. In digital fundamental, we study about chapter 4th, analog to digital or digital to analog converters. And this is the chapter number 4th in our GTU syllabus. So first we started what is the analog to digital converters or what is the digital to analog converters. First of all, we see in the figure here, there are two converters are there, ADC and DAC. First, the ADC, which stands for analog to digital converters. As per its name, it's convert analog signal to the digital signal. Here we see that some analog signals are there. The analog signals are a continuous signal and digital signal which are discrete signal. So this analog to digital converters, the input are analog and the output is digital value. Similarly, we see that a digital to analog converter, a DAC, where in DAC stand for digital to analog converter and the input are digital, here we see that, and the output is analog. So input is a discrete value and output will be a continuous value. We know that knowingly or unknowingly, we all are used a digital to analog converter or analog to digital converter in our day-to-day life. So for example, whenever we streaming the music on our smartphone, then this digital bit stream is converted into electrical signal, and through the smartphone speaker we are able to hear this music. And here the DAC is inside the smartphone, which convert the digital bit stream into the analog signal. Similarly, we can say that suppose we are taking a phone. So in this, while taking on the phone, the microphone converts our voice into electrical signal. So here we see that our voice is converted through microphone in an electrical signal, and this electrical signal are going to our ADC, or analog to digital converter. In analog to digital converter, converted this signal into analog signal into digitalized signal, a digital signal. So here the digital signal are converted, and through the radioactive waves it's transmitted. Now this radioactive wave are come to the receiver side, and the receiver side there is a digital to analog converter which converts this radioactive waves into a digital signal into analog signal, and the analog signal then are converted into voice with the help of speaker. So this process of taking a phone, our voice are converted into electrical signal which are analog signal. So analog to convert into digital, and then digital signal are converted into analog. So analog to digital, both our process are here, and we are taking our analog signal. So in short, in our day-to-day life, by some or other way, we are using the analog to digital converter and the digital to analog converter. But the question arises, why we are using the ADC and DAC, and what is the need of converting the signal back and forth in this analog and the digital domain? So now we find out the answer. The most of the signal which we find around us are analog in nature. We all know that. For example, our temperature, pressure, sound or velocity, all signal are in analog in nature. And using the transducer, this analog signal are converted into electrical signal. So when we use a transducer for the conversion of any analog signal like pressure or any temperature or any signal, this signal, analog signal, we converted into electrical signal using the transducer. But this transducer convert analog signal into electrical signal, not analog to digital signal, but electrical signal are also in analog in nature. So it's a analog to analog conversion. So so now these analog signal are very susceptible to the voice, particularly when they are used in the communication. Apart from that, it's very difficult to process and store this analog signal. So on the other hand, the digitals are less susceptible to the noise, and they are easy to process, and they are easily stored. And that is the way analog signal are converted into digital signal, so that they can be easily processed and be stored. So that's why we are using a back and forth digital and analog signal. So first we converted analog signal into digital signal, and then we convert digital signal into analog signal, because the digital signal has many advantages on behalf of analog signal. They are less susceptible to the noise, easy to process and easy to store. So we use analog to digital and digital to analog converter in our day-to-day life. But this conversion are not lossless. That means during the conversion, some information of the analog signal will be lost. Because if you see that analog signal, then it's continuous in time as well as in the amplitude. So if this analog signal is varying in certain range, then it can take any value in the given range. So we see that we can take any value from the analog signal, and we have a different value for any infinite value for the different time. We have a different magnitude and different amplitude value. So we see the analog graph here. For example, let's say that in analog signal are varying from 0 to 5 volt. Suppose we are taking here 0 to 5 volt, then it can take any value between 0 to 5 volt. Therefore, theoretically we can say that analog signal are infinite resolution. So the resolution, what is the meaning of resolution? The resolution is defined as the smallest change can occur in the analog output as result of change in the digital input. So this resolution means what? Suppose we have here a 0 to 5 value, 0 to 5 volt value we have seen the figure. So if we take here some point we taking for a 0.2, 0.2, so 0.4, 0.6, 0.8. So here we see that a 0.2, our step, we are taking a 1 volt. So from 0 to 1, we have an 5 step to reach the 1 from 0, 0.2, 0.4, 0.6, 0.8 and 1. So we take 5 step for the reach the 0 to 1, and we here we have a step for different 5 step, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So in analog circuit we know that we have an infinite resolution. So we taking point in any of this particular waveform. But for a discrete value, a digital value, here we have an only 5 step. So for 0.2 we taking the value, here for 0.4 we taking the value, for 0.6 and 0.8 and 1. So here we have an only 5 value for this digital signal, and for the analog signal we have a continuous value, so we can take infinite step here. So infinite value of resolution is here for the analog signal. So here we see that for if we convert analog, suppose we have an analog in analog waveform are here, and we convert into digital signal. So digital signal which are discrete value. So with digital signal we have some steps are here. Suppose we have here a 6 step. So we can take only 6 value from the digital signal, and from the analog signal we take infinite value. So from conversion to analog to digital, some information of the analog signal will be lost. So now we see first digital to analog conversion. Here we see in the figure that digital input are there and they are converted into analog output. The digital to analog conversion is the process of converting a value which are represented in digital code, and this digital code are binary code or a BCD code, and this binary or BCD code are converted into analog output, and this analog output are in form of voltage or current, and this analog output which are proportional to digital output, which means that our analog output which are proportional to digital output, which means that if digital output input is increased, which means that output is increased. If digital input is decreased, which means that analog output will increase. So here analog output which is our voltage or our current, or digital output means binary bits. So if number of bits are increasing, which means that our voltage are increasing. If these bits are decreasing, which means that voltage or current are decreasing. Here we have a symbol of 4-bit digital analog converters. Each of the digital inputs are A, B, C, D. Assume that these values are 0 or 1. Therefore, we have a 4-bit A, B, C, D, which means that we have a 16 value, because from we know that if there is a 4-bit, so 2 raised to 4, which means that a 16 value are possible of combination of input, like 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, and last 1, 1, 1 for each input number. Now the analog output voltage is proportional to input binary number. So we can say that here our output, analog output, is equal to K into digital input, because analog output which is proportional to digital input, which means that we take K as an proportionality factor, and this value is constant for particular any of the analog converter. If we have an one converter, the value of K is proportional for the any value of input we apply in a digital form, and with this factor we find out the analog output. Now the output of DAC is not a true analog quantity, because it can take on only specific value. In that sense, it is actually a digital value. The output of DAC is not a pure analog quantity. By increasing the number of input bits, the number of possible output value can be increased, and also the step size can be reduced. thereby producing an output that is more like an analog quantity. So here we see in the figure we have a digital digital to analog converter, and this digital analog converter we here output in a voltage form. So when we apply the value, different value for 0 to 15 volt, suppose, so here we have a step size of 1 volt. So digital value which is in step size of 1 volt, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and we can get 16 value from this. So 0 to 15 volt we can find, but the step size is 1 volt, which means that we find the voltage output in form of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and tends to 15. So if we change the resolution, if there is a resolution, if we change the value of step size to 2 volt, suppose 0.5 volt, which means that the different steps are here are increased to double value. So we get value of voltage in a 0.5, 0.1 volt, 1.5 and tends to 15. We get different value of range of 0.5. So analog quantity which are continuous quantity, from if we take 0 to 15 volt, we take value 0, 1.1, 1.3, 1.4, any value from the analog signal. But from the digital signal we can take value only in range of resolution. So here when the counter is at 000, which means that the value of voltage is 0 volt, and if the counter is 111, which means that output of DAC is maximum 15 volt, and this is the full scale output. Now digital to analog and analog to digital conversion, the very important aspect is digital data processing. Now digital to analog conversion is straightforward process, and it considerably easier than the analog to digital conversion. So digital to analog converter, which are the part of analog to digital conversion. So here we study about the basics about analog to digital and digital to analog conversion, and then we study about digital to analog conversion. Now in next lecture we study on the different parameters of digital to analog conversion. In digital to analog conversion we study on the resolution, accuracy, setting time, offset voltage and monosity. Then we study on the different digital to analog conversion like R to R ladder type conversion, which are very basic and also a very important types of digital to analog conversion. Then we study on the weighted resistor type DAC and switch current source type DAC. After digital to analog conversion, we study on the analog to digital converters. So here is the some introduction about the analog to digital conversion. So now we revise the whole lecture. First we study about what is analog to digital converter and digital to analog converter. In analog to digital converter, the input is analog signal and the output is digital signal. And for digital to analog converter, the input is digital signal and output is analog signal. And also we know that the analog signal are susceptible to the noise and difficult to process in analog, and also the stored analog signal is very complicated process or difficult process. So digital signal are very less susceptible and also easy to process and easy to store in our digital domain. So we can convert analog signal into digital signal and then convert digital signal into analog signal. But this process of conversion are not lossless. There is some loss when conversion analog to digital. Our analog data, which are we know that in continuous in nature, but digital data is are in discrete form, which means that for analog signal we here we have an infinite resolution. So for maximum resolution we have to we have to increase a more resolution in a digital form. Thank you.